Put the sub in the corner, let it shake this room in order. From the floor to the ceiling line, every kick drum fall in time. Put the sub in the corner, let the low.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Henning Pauli here. Today, a little bit of a different video. IK released the iLoud sub, and I said, I've never really worked with a sub, and I said, can you send me one? I'd be interested in that. And they're like, yep, sure, do with it as you will. That's the deal. So it arrived today, and I like the concept. First of all, at $6.99, it's not cheap, so it's quality. We know this, and it's IK anyway, so it's quality. But also, it includes the ARC software and measuring system and all that stuff. Not software, it runs hardware on the thing. And that makes it pretty damn valuable, especially for a room like this one. This is an old bedroom. It is not a studio. It is not massively treated. Yeah, I got some stuff back on the wall to really get a little bit of the reverb in here down, but this is not a treated room. And worst of all, I am in the corner, which is really something you shouldn't do. This was never meant to be a room where I do audio in. Now it's my main office and I produce all my tracks in here for the videos. So it had to turn into a room where audio was working. Now, originally I had these in the room because they're really nice and small, and for video editing that was totally fine. And they are killer speakers. I've got them, if you've seen my videos, in every control room of every studio. In the main studio, in Studio A, we actually have the iLoud MTM Precision, the big kahunas. I love those speakers. Those speakers also have the room measurement and calibration built in, and I use that quite a bit. Actually, I have that always on. And in this room, again, audio wasn't that important. So I worked with these, as I do in every room, but I did have a set of KSD C5s sitting around. Now, the KSD C5s are phenomenal speakers that by themselves has so much low end that a sub really isn't necessary. But is it fun? Yes, it is. So the KSDs, I mean, you can't really compare them. This set is, I think, $800 or something like this. The KSDs are $1,400 a speaker. Very different level of speaker. But I did run in this room with the KSDs the SonarWorks calibration software, because I got a Universal Audio X4 audio interface, and with the Gen 2, they have built-in calibration from SonarWorks, so you can literally turn that on in the console, which is nice. And with SonarWorks, I ran the 38-point calibration. It's a lot of work. And what I found out is, because of the way that the one speaker is against the wall and the other speaker is against the window, this room is shit. So first of all, the right speaker was 5 dB louder than the left speaker, simply because of where they're sitting in the room, which meant that my vocals were over here. So you mix them in the middle, but they're actually perceived over here. They were completely off center because of the way that the room is. I can't change much about the room, but the SonarWorks software did a great job in, first of all, turning that 5 dB down, finding it, turning it down, and that actually moved everything in the stereo spectrum where it's supposed to be. Now, with that software running on the UA-X4, this is a kick-ass room. But also, the SonarWorks software doesn't come free. You buy the X4 for $2,000 or whatever, or even more, and then you have to buy the SonarWorks software on top of that. Having a sub, even in a room like this, to add a little bit of the ultra low end that the speaker simply can't do, or that these couldn't do, or the Micro Pros, Pro Micro, whatever, I've got a set of them. They are killer. I throw them in the backpack, I go work somewhere else. Killer speakers. And they also have the calibration built in if you wanted that. But having a sub can be fun. So I thought, let's throw it in here, and then you're running out of the interface into the sub, from the sub into your speakers, and you run the ArcX calibration software, and it will hopefully find the pros and cons of the room and fix it, but now with the sub attached. So when I installed the sub, it was so much lower end, completely unusable because it wasn't measured yet. So before we do anything, let me show you how it comes out of the box.
Brown tape on the kitchen floor, shipping label hanging like it wants a door, bubble wrap like a crinkled cloud, got the manual toast I just want loud, heartbeat in a cardboard coffin, handshake when the blade starts chopping, peel the lid back, static on my skin, sub in a box, I'm tearing it open, turn that key, let the room start smoking, sub in a box, yeah, the comb's all broken, feel the walls talk back when the beast gets woken. Phone blocks like a fortress wall, slice them down the middle, hear the silence stall, matte black with a warning tag, handle with care.
Nice setup, you get the mic with it. That's what it looks like. Oh, it's tiny. You get the mic with it and a little holder. In the software, you say what generation mic you have. That's easy. And honestly, $6.99 for a sub. First of all, it's a tiny sub. It's light. It packs a punch. It has Bluetooth. You can literally stream Bluetooth to it in a calibrated system. Imagine that for your home theater, a 2.1 home theater that's calibrated to the room. That's killer. So you can run Bluetooth to it. You can use RCA. You can use the USB cable that's supplied, not just to use it for the calibration and the communication with the software, but also to stream audio to it. So you could have a laptop to the sub, two speakers, done deal. And I'm of course running it with XLR cables. You could also use RCA for those reasons. But this thing, this standalone Arc Studio, which you would connect between your audio interface and your speakers, which would run the Arc calibration on software. The word is difficult. Which would run the Arc calibration on hardware, is included. Now, how much is Arc Studio? Let's find out. Let's find out what's included. That's $259. So this is $259, and that's built into the sub. Nice. Of course, gotta mention that if you're working with headphones, all that doesn't matter. And for that, they've got the Arc on ear. I have a full, I broke it. I have a full video on that. That is some killer hardware to just have with you. See, I said hardware, not software. The software is on here, and you can calibrate it with software and all that stuff, but this is for headphones. It knows all the headphones in the world, not quite yet, but some of them, most of them. This is a killer thing if you're working with headphones, and I really recommend if you're doing serious work to do that. In this room, I could not do serious work. Impossible. When I now that I've done everything that you're gonna see in a second, turn it off, and oh my God, does it sound shit. With it on, it's not subtle. It's day and night. So let me install the speaker quickly, run the cables, give it power, plug in USB.
Cables on the floor, coffee on the desk, blue tape on the meters, heart thump in my chest. Pulled up to the lab, cardboard in the back seat, big box, black grill, label still half peeled, door kick, cold air, dust in the sunbeam, old cone rattling, ruining the whole dream. Unplug, unbolt, knuckle scraping paint off, laughing at the dents from leaning on the main top, slide that crate in, careful with the fresh cone, tastic on the carpet like we moving in the throne. Put the sub in the corner, let it shake this room in order, from the floor to the ceiling line, every kick drum fall in time. Put the sub in the corner, let the low end draw the border, from my chest to the neighbor's wall, feel that rumble through it all.
Okay, that's a little time lapse of I did the advanced measuring, the 21 measuring points. There are 7 measuring points, and you're doing it at ear level, 15 centimeters below, 15 centimeters above. I recommend having a good stand for the mic, so that you can position that correctly. The Sonarworks works a little bit differently. You're actually moving the mic and it's doing clicky, clicky, click out of the speakers and it's telling you when you got the right point. That took me quite a while because at some point, because of the reflection from my monitors, it couldn't find the damn point. This is a bit of a different system, but does it in the end get me the same result that I'm used to from the Sonarworks system? So let's find out.
Drag the rack in, tape on the floor, trip on cables, kick the door, mic on a stand, aimed at the air, pink noise hissing, neighbors stare. Measure all the points, hit every chair, left, right, back row, front, center, glare. We won't hit play till the room's on join. Turn it up, burn it up, measure all the points. Room mode's booming, in the rear slide that sweep through. Every tier, laptop glowing, charts on fire. Chase those peaks like they're a liar. Measure all the points, hit every chair, left, right, back row, front, center, glare. We won't hit play till the room's on join. Turn it up, burn it up, measure all the points. Measure all the points. Front row shout, bit too bright. Back row yell, need more bite. Spin that screen till lines look straight. Count us in before it's late. Hey! Measure all the points. Measure all the points. Measure all the points. Hit every chair, left, right, back row, front, center, glare. We won't hit play till the room's on join. Turning it up, burning it up, measure all the points.
Now, obviously, you can't hear what I was hearing in the room, right? Completely impossible. I might have actually played you a bit of, I don't know, the mic from the camera.
Bring back the rain, the green,
Nothing can actually get you in the room. And yes, I could do it with my binaural microphone, but it's still not being in the room. So just turning the system off, running the audio interface into the sub and then into the speakers. What a crappy sound, even though I've got really good speakers, but the room really makes it sound shit. And then it found all that. It found all the little spikes and bumps and everything that the room messes up and improved it. And also it took down the sub by 9.3 dB because it was way too loud. And now, if I turn the sub off, there's a subtle, very subtle loss in low end. So my speakers are still doing the job. But that little bit of below what they can do, the sub now subtly adds. It's not like oonch, 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 oonch. No, it's a subtle lift in the very bottom end. Exactly what I wanted it to do. Didn't have to set it up, just measured it, done. So do I think that's a good product? Well, I'm gonna have to work with it for a few weeks, do some tracks. But I do think that an IK product, giving their software, their quality, the really amazing size, the quick installation with built-in ArcX calibration, so far recommended. I will have to work with it for a while and find out. But so far, I'm impressed. Also, IK, good people. So you're buying good shit from good people. What's not to like? I'll link below Maybe they told you something, maybe you didn't, and also animals at the end.
Wanna dive